It is a special day when the divination arts enter your life. A very special day. It is not by chance that you've been drawn to these subjects. This very attraction constitutes the difference between yourself and the rest of humankind. It means that your guide is working for your best interests. It is offering you protection and wisdom and helping you become immune to the perverse and destructive elements of the modern world. It is leading you from the black squares of ignorance to the white squares of knowledge. It's leading you towards selfhood, the goal of the Adepts. The guide is the higher self. It is the voice we must commune with on a daily basis. Originally, this communion was the goal of all mysticism, religion, yoga, and magic. The inner guide may be also described as a living oracle. In the magical tradition, it has been referred to as the holy guardian angel, the Ka, Karast, Christ, and Agatho diamond or holy serpent. We meet him in mythology in the form of Anubis, Thoth, Mercury, Hermes, Herne, Merlin.
Man, yeah, it's a good subject, bro, that actually just to come forth with it, like me personally, myself, like I know everybody got their own experience. Everybody done had their own experience. But I'm gonna say that, man, Joe, I'm 37, and it just took for me to say, man, bro, it's time to humble yourself. Like, and when I say humble yourself, I mean like, bro, I thought I knew. I ain't finna lie to you. I thought I knew it. I thought where it was at. I thought I had it figured out. I thought I had it mapped. Like, I can give you the science to this stuff, man. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And it shows me that, you know, like just having or just being able to spit or speak this energy or speak this information really ain't where it all lives or where it ended. Mm-hmm. Because I'm proof with that, because of the simple fact is I can say that now, after going through the little experiences that I've been going through over the weekend with pushing myself over the edge. You see what I'm saying? Like, just like, hey, listen, no parachute, throwing myself out there. Like, man, just look, fly or die, bro. And it's like, you just ask yourself, if it was sink or swim, somebody dropped you in the middle of an ocean right now, that thought or idea of it happening might seem scary. Mm-hmm. But if somebody dropped you in that ocean, bro, you being the type of harmonic being or harmonic type of a creature that you are, you will swim, John. I think you will make it. You see what I mean? Like, certain people will literally swim. Certain people will sink. But certain people will swim. And certain people might just swim with the sharks, swim with the whales, swim with the dolphins until we make it home. But it showed me, bro, just inside of like my whole experience, like, the person or the thing, whatever it is, bro, because like these is all words. Like, if I say Heru, right? I look at Heru, this is a person when we start to communicate. Mm-hmm. So we'll see that and be like, okay, so you're talking about another individual. Mm-hmm. But then when I say this thing or this being or this entity, we try to identify it differently because, well, obviously it's not a human being, right? Because it's inside of you. Mm-hmm. So, and you're, like I'm saying, these words, our perspectives, our point of views, all that stuff, bro, it's hidden behind all of that. Like, it's hidden behind your desire to discover who it is. It's hidden behind your fear of discovering who it is. It's like, it's hidden behind everything that you think is you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the coldest part about it is, it's like, I caught it, and I promise, bro, like today, like I'm gonna say it. The other day when I went into my meditation, and right before I was leaving, bro, blast off, right? Now I had some smoke, so but I was gone. And I knew I saw something right before I left, bro. Like, right before I felt everything just switch. It didn't, like, it was just immediately, everything just flipped, right? So, like, inside was, I don't know, it was like everything that was outside was really inside, but I was also inside of what was inside. Like, it's kind of crazy, but I understand that that's the most unique and real part about it, is it was kind of crazy. Like, it didn't make sense to me no more, like everything else does. But I realized that the reason everything else made sense was it wasn't me neither. Like, bro, I'm just a victim here. I'm just a prisoner here. Like, there's a whole nother consciousness up in here. Just it's his freedom. It's his zone. It's his reality. It's his world, bro. Your thoughts, your urges, your cravings. Like, don't you remember? I don't know. I know you remember, Heru. Seven was talking. He was talking. It was this video he did, bro, and he was telling you, like, when he was coming back in about 4 or 5 in the morning, and he saw this entity, this thing, and he said, man, it was already up fucking with people.
Wow.
But what it was, bro, it's a look. And then, now, not to go too far into it, but because, see, it's like, it's so much that come together with it. And, bro, we'll never be able to take all of the information and put it into this little conversation to actually, you know what I'm saying, come out with what equivalent. When I saw, when I caught this entity, I still didn't get to confront it. But I set a date. Like, you know what? Monday morning when I'm by myself and it's just me in the house, and excuse my language, I'm on your ass. It's like I'm talking to, I know what I seen. And I'm thinking, like, I'm on your heels, bro. Like, I know that what I just saw, and it was like, it was too fast. It was like I was living, okay, I was being ushered out by a voice. But the voice felt like it was me just calmly soothing myself. Like, and it's like this, it's telling me, like, just relax and just let it be. Just let it go. Like, this is how I'm just coasting. And right as I'm relaxing, bro, it's like I see it. But it's like it was fast, bro. And I was like, I know what I saw, but I kept going. But I know I wasn't tripping. But see, I allowed everything because it's like the energy also was directing me, like, just be cool. Like, be cool, relax. You're not tripping.
Yeah.
But if you start tripping, then you're going to start tripping. So just relax. So I'm like, you right. I know what that is. I've been studying this thing. And one of the brothers from the tribe, bro, I swear, when I get a chance to talk to this brother, man, just on the 101, Mike Tears, right? I think, no, is it Tears? Is it Tears?
Good, bro, yeah.
Listen, bro, he sent me, and it was right around the time you had linked up. But listen, he was the one that sent me the information that made me start chasing the ego. Like, it made me just think to myself, you know what? It's the reason I got this right now, bro. And listen, the way he sent it in my inbox, bro, it's like right now, this dude don't even know he a superhero in my life. It's like he came in my arena like Ant-Man and built up out that joint. You hear me? So I'm sitting there like, it's the ego. But now check this out. It's not just the ego, because the entities that live inside of you are harmonically intertwined with a consciousness, a template, a blueprint. You see what I'm saying? So when I caught it today, bro, when I went back through it today and I caught it, it was crazy because guess what, though? Almost out again. I was out, bro. It was like, just let go, relax. And it was like, listen, bro, I had my watch and stuff on. I kicked the hat off through it, took the watch off real quick, the bracelet through it, took my shoes off, threw them suckers. Like, I ain't care what nothing land. I was just ready, like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, cause I already know what's gonna happen. Right. But I need my body to be ready for what's gonna happen because it's too much energy. And you know, at a certain point, and I realized that, bro, there's different entities and energies that's they're living inside of me. They're afraid of that energy. And I started to feel their fear when that Kundalini had rose, bro. But it's like, and me feeling their fear, I started to think things that was like creating some type of a weight or something going, like it was like holding me like a strong ass force. But then it's like, I'm telling you, bro, no lie, I just felt this energy, Joe. Like, I kid you not. Like, I'm explaining my story my way. And if it sounds like it's an animated movie or something, so what? It's like, bro, the ancestors bust through this joint, right? And listen, I just lifted up off the floor, bro, and breathed in real hard. But it's like I didn't realize I wasn't breathing. It was trying to kill me. But I'm gonna tell you how I knew it was trying to kill me, though. Because after I felt the ancestors actually come in, but when I say the ancestors, I don't mean like some spirits just came popping up. No, they was inside of the oxygen, the air, the prana, the light that I was inhaling, bro. And it's like my body was doing something crazy, because it's like I have to turn it in certain ways for oxygen to go through. It's like it was just showing me that these meridians and channels are blocked off. So, and I was seeing like what it was doing, and I was working with it, like the harmony. And it's like I explained to you earlier, bro, like imagine like if you saw somebody somewhere, you went somewhere and you saw somebody maybe jumping on somebody or somebody you love, or if you saw somebody attacking somebody. I'm not just going to specifically say like if it was your child or something, but if it was your child, you know how you would act, bro. Like you would react with a lot of force and authority, like no. And that's what that energy was like. It's like whatever it was, bro, I could feel all of the light, the air, the oxygen. And it just kept telling me, breathe deeper, deeper. But I had breathed as deep as I can. And it was like, no, breathe with your feet, breathe with your hands, breathe with your knees, breathe with your chest. I'm like, huh? And bro, I stopped trying to make sense of what it was saying, and just, I don't know. The moment I stopped trying to make sense of it, it happened. Like I stopped trying to figure out, what do you mean? Breathe with my knees, my feet, my hands, and just let go. And then it just immediately I breathed with my feet, my knees, and my hands, as if it was already natural. It was me just being in the way already, trying to wonder, or maybe wondering if I could. So I felt this energy, and it was just alone, like a scream, and bro, I know I wasn't tripping, because look, I'm just inside of this room. I was inside of this room by myself. I live in this is a big ass house, brother. I got 2 little dogs out there. They was out there going crazy, bro. So whatever was taking place had to have been sensed or picked up by them as well, because these little suckers was out there in they zone, and they lane. But I also like the whole spirit experience, bro. I got to talk to it. That's the most important part to me about it. Like, because when I seen it, bro, and when it tried to usher me out and realized that I caught it, bro, like, it was like, oh my God, bro, I never seen something or somebody like run or hide like this. It was like, I'm serious, bro. Like, man, like you caught him in an embarrassing act or something. And and I looked at it like, it was like it couldn't even hide no more, bro. It just like that scarcity. Like, just imagine, bro. And I'm asking it, like, man, Joe, and when I see it, it's like I know. I'm like, Joe, it's you. Like, bro, it's you. Like, man, I immediately, bro, ain't gonna lie, I even started crying. Because I immediately saw everything inside of my mind, bro. Everything in my past, bro. Everything I've ever done. Everything people have ever done to me. And it has all been a lot of heinous stuff. Like, I come from the streets. Everybody know me. But the thing about that is, what if everybody knew that, bro, that wasn't me? Like, I'm okay with you thinking I'm a lame right now. That's cool, bro. Because you know what? I am. I'm realizing that I am a lame, because it was the lame that loved everybody that we talked about and we made fun of them. It was the lame that didn't want to be out there in the streets. The lame didn't want to have a gun, Joe. The lame didn't want to go to jail. Those were the lames. But me, I wanted to be the gangster. And this thing inside of me, and I'm going to even tell you where it came from, how it got inside of me, from my mother. But this thing inside of me, and knew me better than me, because I never not once remembered a point in my life where it didn't exist. Like, everything I ever know, bro, it's there. Like, I don't remember it without this voice, because I don't even remember when it came. You see what I mean? So I don't know if it's foreign to me or not. And because maybe everybody got the voice in there, we all think that it's just natural.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when I found out that I was like, when I was a kid, I found out that I was weird, like that I can see, like when I write numbers or cite numbers, I was able to see vision or like color. It was just always different with me. But it was like, it's like that type of a feeling, bro. Like, so just imagine. It's not like you're gonna say, hey man, do you think that voice inside of your head is supposed to be there? Everybody gonna look at you like, yeah, dummy, duh, right? Because you think it's supposed to be there, but it's not. And I'm sitting there, but I sat there, bro, and I laid there, and at first I got frustrated, and then I realized something that Seven was saying. Like, man, what I realized, it was a lot of shit the dude said that sunk on my heart. Like, this is the time for you to be God, bro. Like, this is the time for you to be compassionate and show some love, man. Because I was angry at this thing and this being, and all I wanted to figure out is how can I kill you and get you out of me? Like, we can't exist. But I seen that this thing now that I noticed it there, it was afraid now. Because it knew now that I knew it was there, I had all the power in the world, bro. Like, all it took was for me to see it and know its presence was there, because it only seemed like it was big because it had excess of all of my sensory modalities. But I felt how it spread its energy throughout my body, and then how it receded, bro, all the way back into my solar plex right here. Mm-hmm. Like, and it just sat there. And I'm telling you, bro, like, it's a lot that will have to come up out of it, because I had a whole conversation with this entity, with this being, to figure out, why are you in me? Where did you come from? Just to figure out, like, it doesn't know either. It's like, my question of, like, where did you come from? Bro, it's looking at me like I'm dumb. Like, man, what do you mean? I've always been here. Mm-hmm. Like, this is my home. Like, you living inside of the planet, you a parasite too. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't get it, dude. We in here as parasites, but we think that we humans because they gave us another name. And then they gave, like, when they identify stuff, you perceive everything based upon that presumption. Like a bird. Well, what if that bird told you his name was Leroy or something? What if he told you, Joe, I ain't no crow. Mm-hmm. My name Leroy, man. Stop calling me crow. What if the eagle asks you, nigga, who is eagle? You see what I'm saying? Like, be for real, bro. Like, let's take the words out of it and all of the fake identities. Then we understand the consciousness that actually exists inside of the beings. Mm-hmm. Because I figured something. I've been studying this. Harmony, right? Harmonic universe. This is where you get that word human. Human. Because harmonic universe. Mm-hmm. We are entities or beings that exist inside of these harmonic universes. And there's 5 of them. But this is where I found out that it comes from one of the lowest harmonic universe. But it's just a consciousness. Like, it's not a killer, bro. It's not somebody that's consciously like, man, hey, listen, give me a gun, I'm finna shoot him. Like, it's not one of these type of things. It just wants to exist. And when I saw all of the things that I've been through, I just looked at it like, bro, it's been you. All of these thoughts, all of these actions. Look at the things that you put me through, bro. Can you imagine the shit that I've been through the last, like, bro, nobody can really just imagine. Everybody got pain. Everybody been through some stuff. I admit that. I know this because I watch people suffer that I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for people that feel sorry for me. Like, Joe, you the one we feel sorry for, but don't feel sorry for me. I feel like I'm strong enough to tolerate this shit. If not me, then who? It would have broke you a long time ago. So it's better for me to take this load, because if somebody don't, then it's like, we'll never understand what's taking place, bro. Especially being able to get this thing, right, that's inside of you out of you, because it can't live symbiotic, bro. I promise you, it can't be symbiotic, bro. Like, I even rationalized with myself, communicating with the ancestors and everything. Like, no. And it's that slick, bro. It will communicate with you into thinking that y'all can symbiotically exist.
Right. It's something that bro said 7 drop a minute ago too that resonated. He's like, just because something is smaller than you, that don't make it less intelligent than you are. Like it's brain small. No, it's just at all. It's always talking about how Wednesday, like it would get on a cat toy, let the cat play with the toy, get on it, just so that because it knows the cat is going to come and lick you in the face, just to get into your body to have all the necessary things it needs to create its own ecosystem. Like it can think that far out, and and it's highly intelligent just because it's small. No, that doesn't mean
that's what I mean.
Stupid. Yeah, so it's a path. I think Eddie had a question too.
All of that was being nurtured by this entity. All of that just because even when you think certain thoughts, like let's say if you get depressed or you start to think angry or frustration, or like when I say this, there's a harmony that exists between these parasites, bro. Like really, there's a harmony, meaning that a harmony between the ones that exist in your body and the ones that exist in my body. It's like they're quantumly entangled. There's no separation in consciousness with them. And they only care about existing, evolving, just like evolving and stuff like that is not a thought or a process. It's like it's existing. It's like everything is just energy, bro. They're responding to signals. And the signals that you're giving off are what's inviting them. You see what I'm saying? That makes your body a host. The things that you're putting in it, you're breaking your own immune system down, and it's making these entities, because bro, you breathe in parasites, man. When you go to the grocery store, parasites can live literally airborne for 2 months, man. Like they can just float in the air, just going from. So this is what I mean. These are subatomic particles, all of that. Like parasites are not just big worms. Like people just imagine. You got a lot of different types, but you're right, bro, because this little thing that exists inside of and guess what though? Remember I told you, your sacral chakra, right? What is your pain body? All of your emotions, right? Unconscious mind bleeds over into your second chakra. Your unconscious mind, your unconscious, or your first chakra is that unconscious mind. Your second chakra is supposed to be your subconscious mind. But because of the things that we're going through, it becomes more of our instinctual mind. It's like the place where all of our habits and instincts actually exist, right? But we don't know that. We think that we just like things, but we don't just like things. There's things inside of you that just like things. You see what I mean? So yeah, you're absolutely correct on that, bro.
Let's have a look in nature if there is a case by which we can explain our strange behavior. Let's watch a short video.
Wasps are often characterized as aggressive and an insect to fear. A recent study reinforces this general perception by exposing them as master manipulators. Researchers in Japan learned that when it comes to the task of wasps nurturing their young, they make another insect do it. Spiders appear to be the preferred caretakers, and to get them to perform the task in a satisfactory fashion, wasps employ the power of mind control. When it's time for a wasp to release its eggs, it will do so on an arachnid's back. In addition to being saddled with the responsibility of hatching the larvae, the spider is injected with a substance that makes it do the wasp's bidding. That involves building the offspring a comfortable home. The preferred nursery is what's called a resting web, the sort of denizen a spider spins for itself when it's molting and doesn't want to be bothered by incoming food. Further, when the newborns get hungry, it uses the host as a nutrition source, feeding on it until it's sucked it dry.
So, the spider normally makes this kind of web. Now it's making this kind of web. The wasp's consciousness has taken over the consciousness of the spider, and now it is using the body of the spider to make a web of its own. Let's take a look at our behavior. The parasite is mimicking our internal voice and is pretending to be us. That way, it is hiding from our awareness. How do we get rid of this parasite? Let me tell you the story of Ramana Maharshi. In the summer of 1896, Ramana went into an altered state of consciousness, which had a profound effect on him. He experienced what he understood to be his own death, and later returned to life. So, Ramana experienced his own death. I think he experienced the death of the parasite. From that moment, he was in a state of unselfishness. Ramana advised the method of inquiry into the nature of the self by asking the question, "Who am I?" He wants you to ask the question, "Who am I?" I being the ego. That way, he asks the parasite, "Who are you?" thereby exposing it and making it to leave. Because of universal law, the parasite needs our consent to stay here. Therefore, it has to lie to us all the time. The moment you see it, the parasite is out. Okay, let's look for the parasite. Not here. Not here. Of course, you will not see the parasite, because it is behind the camera, filming. Okay, so there are two observers watching through the camera. The silent one and the one who is constantly talking. As we are born without a language in our head, the observer who is talking must be the parasite. Now, the silent one can observe the noisy one.
What does this mean? This basically means if your vision, either it's internal or external vision, and particularly those internal visions, like a vision of fear, a vision of fearful pain, fear-related sufferings, fear-related confusions, fear-related angers, and all the stories related to that fear, if you look at those, all are inner visions. You close your eye, it's just in your head. It's in your vision. Probably not much is out there. So look at that, all those things in your head. So that is your vision. So if you understand truly that is your inner vision, it's in your head, then what happens? Then that's how you understand that vision is just my mind. Just my mind has created a vision. And then the second question comes, what is a mind? So that time we do the second part of the practice, a search of one's mind. What is a mind? What is my mind? Who am I? How does my mind look like? Where does it come from? Where does it stay? Where it's going? Is there any place? You search for that internally and directly and clearly without analysis. When you do that, you achieve an inner experience. Inner experience that you don't find anything, rather you find inner vastness, inner opening, inner awakening experience you will have. When you have that you cannot find any mind to pinpoint down, that is like an experience of the second part of the practice. So then the question is, okay, I cannot find the mind. Mind is basically it's empty. So what is this that emptiness is about? What is this space is about? What is this nothing is about? What is this boundless is about? So it's not, journey doesn't stop here. by not finding your mind. Journey continues. So the third step is to find what is this emptiness. Reason why it's important to ask this question, what is this emptiness, is because many times when people search for mind and not finding anything, they have fell into a nihilist experience. Oh, there's nothing there, so nothing to worry about. One fell into nihilist, denial, and a lack of awareness in practice. So that is why you ask question of what is this emptiness? And that's why it says emptiness is clear light. So you ask this question, and then how you look, just look at that space. It's nothing, but you can be fully aware of that nothingness. You can be fully awakened in that nothingness. You can be fully alive in that nothingness. In our experience of this practice, we were looking at the fear, all the visions and suffering of the fear, and when we look close to that, we did not find anything as an object. Then we look at the subject, what is the mind? And we couldn't find anything, a solid, inherent existence of mind either. Mind was simply empty. Then what is empty? Emptiness. So this is the search that we have wanted to do. So in your experience, not finding anything of your fear either externally or internally, not finding that fear, ego, and it's just as you look closer and closer inward, it just completely dissolves and it just becomes nothing. Just basically you don't find nothing. 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 What does that mean? Does that mean nothing is there? As you experience, there's nothing? You don't find anything? You don't see anything? What does that mean? Is it nothing? No.